little story I perhaps have told you. But in the early days of the slaves in the South, they go by and buy those people and make slaves out of them. And they were sad because they're away from their home, and they just simply couldn't feel good no more. They'd never go back home, and they were whipped around and beat around till the people were all down in spirit. And one day a slave buyer came by, and he was buying some slaves at a plantation. Oh, he noticed one of those men, a young fella, standing straight, his chin up, and they never had to whip him. He was right on the job. So the slave buyer said, "Let me have that slave. I'll give you your price for him." And the owner said, "But he's not for sale." He said, "What makes him so much different from the other slaves? Is he a boss?" Said, "No, he's just a slave." Said, "Do you feed him different from the other slaves?" Said, "No, he eats in the galley with the rest of the slaves." Said, "Then maybe perhaps that he's treated a little better." No, he's just treated like the rest of the slaves. Said, "What makes him so much different than the other slaves?" He said, "I wondered for a long time myself, but I found out one day that over in the homelands, his father is a king of the tribe. And yet, him being an alien away from home, he still knows that he's a king's son, and he conducts himself like one." Oh, we Christians, though alienated from the world, and we are heaven-bound subjects of the Lord Jesus, we should conduct ourselves as sons and daughters of God.